small business.
Small and medium.
Small, medium. Yes,
That's
Phumzile, thank you so much for coming in and for honoring this invitation.
Thank you.
Maybe just in short, one may say, who is Phumzile and your business as well?
Thank you so much for this invitation. My name is Phumzile Zama. I am the owner and I'm the founder and the co-owner of a small brand called Coco, which I run with my sister, Zama. We are situated on the south coast of Durban. We specialize in handcrafted accessories using local resource materials like shwe, the beads, African printed bright colors. So our products are ties, bow ties, pocket squares, earrings, and necklaces.
It's shwe. You know, speaking of shwe, these days I've noticed that there's even wedding gowns made of shwe. Beautiful. It's amazing all of a sudden all these creative ideas are popping up. When we were growing up, when we were chill kids, Ishweshwe used to be in the Kowanja, footing, we were not, it's no one and everyone knew where Ishweshwe, you know, but today
it's something
it has become.
You take something from back then and incorporate it
today.
Traditional
mode. It is so beautiful to see. Like people are so creative. It's like creativity is coming out finally. And I think another thing is that as Africans, we are very confident, and now it's like we sort of like know who we are.
Right.
So we know we've got a voice in this fashion world, and because the people from out, they want to see us. And they love what we have in
That
Africa.
is so true. Just like we are also, when we see Western kind of Eastern kind of fashion, it's like all of a sudden we lit up because it's interesting. You understand, to see other cultures come up with
embracing what we have as well.
Yes,
so
definitely.
So beautiful.
Wow. How did you start Phumzile, you and your sister?
Okay, so here we got time. So before I started this brand, Coco, I used to work at an orphanage in Durban.
Right.
So when I worked there, one of the tasks that I was given, or that I was trusted with, was to be an assistant teacher. I'm not a teacher by profession, but then I was an assistant teacher.
Right.
So, and then being that, so I was given one period a day.
Right.
To just spend time with the kids, and because I love cooking, just like Lulu, I love cooking. So at the end of the day, I had to take one class and teach them something easy and simple, like how to make biscuits, how to cook porridge, how to cook rice, you know, how to make tea, you know, how to make juice, something. Because I mean, it's primary school kids, you know, how to make pancakes, something so easy. And then within that, there was a group of kids, they were called special needs kids.
Oh, right.
Not because they were physically disabled or anything like that, but because they couldn't cope with the mainstream work because of how badly they were like damaged growing up.
Right.
So, but those kids were very skilled and very, very talented. You tell them one thing, they'll get it straight away because there's not that pressure of studying theory. It's practical. I see, I smell, I do it, it comes out as is. So from there, I was like, because from a very young age, I've always wanted to become a black, successful businesswoman, which I'll get there one day. But when I left there, I was like, no, I need to start a business. This business, the vision for Coco, it is to be able to hire these girls that are coming from orphanages. Because after you turn 18, where do you go? Especially if you won't get a chance to further your education and become somebody. Like there's this group of kids that I feel like they somehow overlooked or nobody knows about. So for us, it is to take these girls, once obviously they're 18 years and older, train them, skill them, because they're very talented. Let them work with us, and then once they're able to fly, or they can also open up their own businesses, and then they can just carry on and be somebody, not just a number, but a somebody.
Right. Interesting. Very interesting. So that's where the inspiration came from.
So God trusted you with something you thought you weren't skilled for.
Yeah.
With being a teacher, but from that you were able to develop an idea, and from that you were able to say, okay, you know what, from here we are definitely going to train more children so that they can grow from this as well. You know, so you thought you weren't skilled, but trust me, you truly were. And
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. What are some of the challenges you faced with starting this business?
Starting a business is not easy. I don't think starting a business is easy for anyone. It doesn't matter what business it is, because firstly, in schools we're not trained to start businesses. We do study business management and all those things, but nobody comes to you and be like, okay, right, number one, you need to go and register your business. You need to be in contact with SARS. You need to do with SIPs and all those things. Nobody tells you these things, but we had to learn.
Right.
We had to learn, and my sister, she's more on the business side of it, a marketing admin, so she just ran with this part of the business, because I'm on the creative side. So even also to just come up with what we wanted to do, like to perfect the bow ties that you make, all the earrings, it took years.
Because it's handcrafted.
It is everything. We don't have a machine. These hands that I have is what I use.
You know what? I would want people to actually go to their Instagram page, and it's polka dot coco.
Yes.
Just check out their work, because when she says handwork, sometimes you think, okay,
you're using your hands to use a machine, but you're actually using your hands
and
to do
the
everything.
perfection. Because I saw one of the earrings, and it's like 2 pairs of earrings, and I thought, my goodness. I mean, they look like they've been imported from somewhere.
Oh wow! Thank
you know.
No, it's literally, you just sit there. Obviously, you don't get it first time around.
Right.
It's trials and trials and trials of
Patience.
not slipping and patience. Sometimes you think it, and then you think, let me just make it, and then it doesn't come out, and then you just literally leave it there in the naughty corner. Let it sit there for like a while you think of something else.
You know, while she's there, Lulu, this thing of passion comes in.
Yes.
Right there. How important is passion with the business that you are doing?
You wouldn't survive if you don't have passion.
Right.
That is the first ingredient of anything that you do, whether it's business or work or anything. If you don't have passion, how on earth are you gonna be able to get up in the next day after you've done something that didn't work out? Because now you need to be able to pick up yourself and think of other ideas of like, okay, how can I perfect this, or let me try something, let me try a different fabric, let me try a different bead, for it to be what you want it to be. So I think passion is
the most
important ingredient in whatever you do.
Most of your products just make us feel so proud to be African. Like, what a time it is to truly be African, you know. And while on that note, do you think that over time you'll ever find something else that will inspire you apart from the traditional and the bringing tradition with modern, or do you see yourself developing into something else that may inspire you?
I'm a proud South African. I am a proudly South African woman right through and through.
Right.
And for me, I think let's just embrace it. You go to other countries. Let's say, for example, you go to India. They wear saris, different styles, different patterns, different designs.
Yes.
Why can't I do that here?
Oh yeah.
Why?
That's what makes
Why
it stand
am I
out.
ashamed of what we have here? What you won't believe that what people from the other countries, they want what we have here. They crave for what we have here, because I'll tell you why. When we do shows and markets, our biggest supporters and our biggest customers are people from overseas. It's like meat. As soon as they see it, it's like, I want this and this and this and this and this.
And it has to have that South African
touch of
print.
It has to. We are South Africans. Why can't we showcase our beauty that we have here?
You know, I'm thinking, even when we as South Africans, when we go to other countries, we want a print that says, I was here in Canada.
Yes, like souvenirs.
Souvenirs,
like
kind of, you know. For example, if I'm buying you earrings, Lulu, from Canada, if I'm visiting Canada, I have to come back with earrings that have that Canadian flag, that sign, that Canadian sign. You understand? To say that I was in Canada.
You actually bought it in Canada. You know, it's not like you picked it up
from anywhere. And I think with your business too, it's like you bring tourists, you are the ones that like are going with the products, and you'll take it to other places. People don't need to even travel from wherever to come here. So it's like you're giving them a little tour guide from South Africa, a little taste of South Africa, you know, when you go to all these places.
I think our country, after what we've been through, my eyes have been sort of like open. We've got, people are beautiful. Everything that we have is so beautiful. We have to look at it from the positive side of it, because we cannot be negative all the time.
I like this coming from South Africa.
It dampens the spirit, it dampens the attitude of the people, but we need to be positive. We need to embrace who we are.
That's so true. Coming back to the times that we've been through, or the season that we've been through, COVID, how did it affect you guys as a business?
Sure. As you can imagine, we do accessories.
Yeah.
During lockdown, nobody wants earrings. Nobody wants to wear bow tie or a tie. Zoom meetings popped up everywhere. People wanted masks and food. Literally, and medication. That's all people wanted. Mattered. So we had to rethink the strategy. We sat there, we were like, oh my goodness. Every month, because there's things that you have to pay. Because if you have a compliant business, there's things, that monthly fees that you have to pay, accountings and all those things. So how do we survive? So we had to, just like most businesses, we had to incorporate masks. And thank the good Lord, He was so gracious, because we did get customers.
Even
and
in
people,
such
and
trying
people
times.
who wanted to support us. We even had a customer from overseas who bought for a company here in South Africa. So we're like, God, you know, you see our hearts, and we're doing this just because you said we must do it. So
what touch did you put in on the mask that separated yours mask from any other masks?
Funny thing, nothing. Obviously, we did use like some African prints just to make them like look nice, and you know. But other than that, it was just the usual three layers, 3-ply masks that we all.
But you sold.
Yes, we did.
There's a business person, because of our time. There's a business person who's tuned in, and it's Smme, and they haven't they haven't had it easy, you know, and it's been rough, you know, a roller coaster. What would you say? Because you have experience being in the business, and then all of a sudden your COVID comes in.
Yet you were able to bounce back.
Yet you were able to bounce back, and not only COVID, then the looting, and
floods,
and then
twice.
It's been quite tough, but you were able to bounce back.
I must tell you something. 2 weeks ago, I think I hit rock bottom. Tears just fell down my cheek. I was like, how on earth am I gonna survive this? This is 2 weeks ago. But then God is just faithful. We, during COVID, I resigned my full-time job. I just been promoted. But then when God says, this is your time, you go for it. Even if it doesn't make sense, you go for it, you run. And so just to bring back, how do we so we just it's passion again, and vision. The vision that we have,
I like
brings this vision, because you need to know where you're going. You need to know where you're going, because if you don't know where you're going, then every obstacle that you're gonna come across in life, you won't make it. You need to know. For me, the vision is very clear, to be able to have these girls. These girls are sitting there right now as I'm sitting there, waiting. Some of them are 16, 17. I'm running, it's like I'm chasing time, because they're there. Even the girls that we do mentor as well.
So it's just passion. passion, trusting your
passion.
vision, and also being willing to put in all the hard work.
Yeah, I also believe in
way.
passion.
Yes.
Putting hard work and passion. Lastly, polka.coco. That is on Instagram and Facebook as well. Facebook as well. So you can visit them. It's you and your sister that are in this business.
Yes.
Wow, SMME, young SMMEs that are just doing it for themselves on the marketplace. And what I like is that you guys are kingdom citizens. And as kingdom citizens, just as we wrap up, as kingdom citizens, how do you maintain your values?
It is so simple. You just need to know who you are and whose you are. Like if you are a child of God, it makes things so much easier, because even you stand on this solid ground. When all the other side is sinking, like it's sinking, like how we've been going, like how everything has been happening, you stand on the solid ground that God said, do it.
Yes.
You're on a mission. We are disciples. Not everyone is meant to stand in front of everyone and hold the mic. For us, this is a calling to say, because we do pray, obviously, we're God's children. So we always say that God, whoever buys this, either a pair of earring or bota, whatever it is, may your name be glorified. God, we say, let your Holy Spirit go with these and protect these families and bless them. So this is, it's yeah.
Time just flies, Lulu.
When you're having fun. Thank you so much, Phumzile. That was very informative. Remember, the name is polka.coco.
Yes,
polka dots.
Yes.
So POLKA dot coco on Instagram and on Facebook.
As well.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you so much for coming in, Phumzile.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing your story with us and your sister, how you guys have just been persisting. And I love the part where, because that shows also the kingdom part.
Yes.
Even in the midst of famine, there's always provision for you.
Yes.
I mean, when you said that some company overseas bought masks for a company in South Africa. Look at that.
And you hit rock bottom 2 weeks ago, but today you're still soldiering on.
2 weeks ago, I was like, how on earth? But then I was like, I remembered, you know what, because you said I must be here, so I will be here.
That's exactly.
Because tomorrow's story can change.
Yeah.
So you have to have faith in everything that you do. Faith and hope.
Faith and hope and passion.
Yes.
57 minutes after 11. Thank you so much to Phumzile from polka. So remember to visit their page, polka.coco, on Instagram and on Facebook as we go this way. You know the pasta is there already.